Hi, my name is Jonathan, and I like to tell Americans to cut some slack for Catholics and stop giving Catholics a hard time and stop harassing Roman Catholics, because they are the only ones right now that are actively fighting systematic war. Roman Catholics in the USA, they're only ones that are organized with continuing to fight the Pentagon's wars of aggression all around the world. Roman Catholics are the only Americans right now that actually care about world peace. There's a lot of other peaceniks all around the country, but most of them have given up fighting war, and most of them are not organized. And Roman Catholics in the United States are the only ones that care about world peace in an organized manner and are fighting the war. War is plural. Like, the United States of America is historically a very anti-Catholic nation, and historically Americans hate Catholics and are very anti-Catholic. Anti-Catholic, yeah. So, historically Americans hate Catholics. But I know despite all the sexual abuse by priests against children, Roman Catholics are the only ones that really care about world peace and are fighting war. Like, I'm an Eastern Orthodox Christian, and I appreciate Catholics because Catholics have a lot better time accepting the Orthodox Christians than Orthodox Christians do with accepting Roman Catholics. A lot of that has to deal with the Crusades, because Orthodox Christians were victims of the Crusades as well. So, and also for theological reasons, we attack Catholics a lot more than Catholics attack us. Like, Catholics are very accepting people generally, and anyway, I appreciate that about Catholics, is that they accept us Orthodox Christians more than we as Orthodox Christians accept Catholics. So, but in general, most secular Americans are not fighting war, and most secular Americans generally do not really care about world peace because they do not show it in their actions. They're not activists against war. So, but Catholics are. I was reminded about this because I went to an exhibit by a bunch of Catholic students, put on by proud students against landmines and cluster bombs, and this reminded me of how very good Catholics are with fighting war. Like a couple years ago, I went down to Fort Benning, Georgia, with some of my Catholic friends for the School of America's Watch, and this is another expression of Catholics fighting war. The School of Americas, they train paramilitary forces in Latin America to torture civilians and to kill civilians. So essentially the Pentagon trains militaries around the world to kill children and rape children and kill civilians. So, Pentagon's fault, basically. So the Catholics are the only ones that are fighting war, and in an organized way. So I want to commend Catholics for that, and ask Americans to give Catholics a break. Because you, as a secular American, do not care about world peace, and you are not fighting war. You're not actively standing up against the wars, but the Roman Catholics are. So, I wanted to give the Roman Catholics some credit. That's all I wanted to say, and I love you very much. Bye.